your home for all the behind-the-scenes information on Virginia's wonderful world of craft brewing. Today's podcast is featuring the Virginia Food Truck Battle. Thank you for joining us today, Kim.
Hello.
Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody watching?
Well, I'm Kim Mechie, the event coordinator and the creator of the event. So I'm excited to be here and talk about it.
Us as well. So I, as I understand it, this is the fourth year in a row
Yes.
for the Food Truck Battle. Tell me a little bit how it began and what was the original impetus for the event.
Well, actually, it all started with me watching Top Chef. And on one of the episodes, they had a competition between the competitors, and people came in and they tasted their competition entries and they got to vote on them for fan favorite. And I thought to myself, now there's a possibility of a fundraiser out of that. And got to thinking, and of course, this was back probably late 2014. And that's when the food trucks were really hitting the scene with all the breweries and different events. So I thought, why don't we do this with food truck? Because there's some awesome food coming out of these trucks. And I thought to do this, I would want to benefit a great organization. And I met with this organization that has a great team of volunteers. And ta-da, 4 years now.
That's great. So this year promises to be bigger and better than the previous three. What's new and wild this year?
Well, every year we've grown with attendance and different activities. And we've been at the last 3 years. It was at the local museum here, Frontier Culture Museum, and we just outgrew the space. So we've moved it just 10 miles down the road west to Fishersville, Virginia at the Augusta Expo. We are using their soccer field, so it's a beautiful green grass, large acres of field that we can put this on. And what's made it bigger by us moving there, we're bringing in, we have room to bring a rock climbing. We're really expanding the children's area because we have a lot of families come, all ages. And we're having a rock climbing wall, bounce house, hands-on arts. A dealership's bringing a car out and letting kids hand paint on the car with finger paints, and they love that. All kinds of different games for them. We're even setting up their own tent and stage with a magic show, a balloonist coming out and doing some activities, a storyteller, some music just for the kids. And then we'll have some sweet trucks with the cotton candy and kettle corn and ice cream and all of that around there. And we have some different local organizations coming out, and the kids will have rocks that they can paint. There's an activity center. So lots of things for all ages of the kids. And that's helped us expand that. And we can put everything pretty much in one area, so it's very easy. Before, it was kind of divided in fields. So now it's all contained in one nice area.
That's great. So you've really built this as a full-on family event.
Yes. Everybody comes out and has a good time. That's something for everyone. And then, of course, but the focus is on the competition. And the competition has 18 food trucks. We break them down into 3 zones, 6 trucks in each zone. And they create a dish that they they make. And then our VIPs, I'll get right into the ticket sales. How about that? We have 3 types of tickets. The VIPs are what you want, and we have a limited amount. You buy a zone, a color zone. We have a red, green, and blue zone. I don't list the name of the trucks because I promise you it will change that week. Something will have to be moved around. So, but we break them up where each zone represents different areas of the state. And we have trucks coming from Williamsburg, Eastern Shore, Fredericksburg, Lynchburg, Roanoke, here locally, Charlottesville, so all over. Each zone represents different parts of the state where the trucks come from and different types of food. And you buy that VIP ticket for that zone, and you come in early entrance, so you get the best parking up close. You come in at 11:30, VIPs do, and from 11:30 to 12:30, they go to their zone, and they will get a tasting from each of those 6 trucks, and then they get to vote on fan favorite. So, and also a nice way, they get there, they can also pick out their spot in front of the stage, listen to music. We're going to be providing tents for shade as well. so they can kind of camp out. They get all the luxury on that. And then 12:30, it switches over for general admission and the beer tasting tickets to come in. Beer tasting tickets are $25, and you come in. And also VIPs will take part in the beer tasting competition too. And that goes till 2 o'clock. All the beer tasting and VIPs get this cute little tasting glass. This is iced tea, by the way. It's a little early. They come in and they get that. And then we have 6 breweries there that are represented all over the state, and they get a tasting of their beer entry and vote for fan favorite, both VIPs and beer tasting. And then general admission come in, and then it's a la carte. You can go back and choose what food truck you want. They're making some small plate sizes and larger, so because everybody wants to try at least 2 food trucks, because we have some very unique different foods coming. Seafood, Peruvian, El Salvadorian, ethnic, all kinds of different ethnic food, and some good barbecue, good cheesesteaks, all that kind of things.
Yeah, so it sounds like the best option is definitely to get the VIP tickets, because you're going to get full access to the entire event, and yes, you don't get to vote on food unless you're in the VIP ticket class, right? Exactly.
And then we'll count it. The voting stops at 2 o'clock, and we count up who's the fan favorite is the zone winners. So there'll be a winner from each zone of the 3 zones. And then those 3 winners will prepare their entry dish again. And then we have 3 guest judges, chefs that are coming in, one from Harrisonburg, one from Charlottesville, and one locally. They will judge then for the grand champion. And that's announced later in the day.
Very cool. And so you were saying that after they've done the initial voting, then they can go and try other food trucks as well, right?
Oh, yes, yes. At 12:30, the food trucks switch over to start selling their menu items, and everybody goes up, and it's a la carte there, and the beer's on sale going on. We also have 2 vineyards, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, we have 2 vineyards and 6 craft breweries. And we're even be bringing some Coors Light out there for just those 1 or 2 that's not a craft beer fan. We try to look after all our attendees.
Got to get them all. Of course, I am partial to the craft beer, but we can have some Coors Light there too, I guess.
Me too.
But definitely want to make sure everybody gets that. The best tickets out there are going to be the VIP tickets. Mm-hmm. And how do you determine which group you get placed into as far as the food trucks go?
When you go online, you'll see that there's the 3 zones are listed, and you can just go purchase there. Again, I don't list the trucks that are going to be in there just because something always changes. Somebody told me they needed 30 amps when they needed 50 amps. So I've got to move them now up to the other generator. Or somebody told me they were a contained truck and they were a trailer, and a lot of moving parts, but it always works out. But there's always a change.
Every time you try to do anything, it's always going to change a little bit.
But I expect it, and we go with it, and it's always worked out. And the food trucks, I'm telling you, there are some food trucks that they've been testing out their entry. They're starting to test it all summer long.
Oh, wow.
They are in it to win it. We have a gentleman that lives here locally that is a phenomenal woods craftsman. And he is building a custom trophy that is unbelievable. They want the trophy more than the cash prize. But they're in it to win it. They're bringing some serious food and really working on it. Our craft brewer last year, 7 Arrows, which happens to be down the road from Waynesboro, Virginia, they won with their apple beer, and they're bringing that back. And the other breweries know it. And that apple beer won by a big slide. So they're working hard. They are competing.
That's great. Hey, earlier you mentioned that this was originally started and still is as a fundraiser, and I understand this works with the Maddie Project.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that project, what that organization is, and your relationship to them.
I'd love to. The Maddie Project is a local nonprofit, and it's in the memory and in honor of Maddie Boxler, who died battling cancer at the age of 23. She passed February of 2010. And a wonderful lady that was very close, family friend and very close to Maddie, got together and started the nonprofit. It's a 501c3 nonprofit in Maddie's name. Maddie loved children. Her goal was to be a teacher and work with children. And so they started this, and what they do is every dollar they raise, nobody's paid, nobody. And every dollar we raise goes to local families that have children battling pediatric cancer, and we help them financially. We actually send them a check to offset the medical costs and needs that arise. Sometimes it's to help pay a car payment because they've spent everything else on medical needs. So if you can imagine, you know, how the expense that comes along with such a, you know, tragedy as this. So they help, right now we're helping 14 families. And because of the success of the food truck battle, they've expanded now where they're helping families in 4 counties that border Augusta County. It's they're from Stanton, Virginia, the family and friends. And Maddie was from Augusta County. And so we help Augusta County, Nelson County, and Rockingham and Rockbridge. And we have families in each of those counties that we're helping. And we're actually helping a family also in Roanoke and one in Charlottesville.
What a great organization. That's awesome. So all of the proceeds from the food truck battle actually get donated to the Maddie Project. Is that correct?
Yes. Every dollar we make goes right to that, to write the checks every month. And when we start, we've doubled the size of the checks that we've been able to give these families because of the success of the food truck battle. So every drink that's purchased and proceeds from the food, our bands, we have 5 bands that day playing, and that ranges from reggae to some rocks to some top 40. It's just a little bit of everything, for some good dance music, some little bit of beach music. But they all donate their time and donate the playing for the day. So every dollar we can go in there. A lot of what I was saying, some of the hands-on art things, a couple of local artisans are coming out and setting up and doing that. And, you know, there's a few costs on some things like the pony rides, face painting, but then we get proceeds from that too. Again, every dollar goes to these families.
That's amazing. What a great opportunity to donate.
It's been a real honor and blessing to be able to do an event like this that not only is just a fun event for everyone, but for the main reason, the families, these children.
That's great. So this event is taking place in Fisherville. Mm-hmm. And of course, our listeners are coming from all over the state. Tell us a little bit about Fishersville and what's going on there.
Fishersville is right in the middle of beautiful Waynesboro and Stanton, Virginia, in the Shenandoah Valley. You'll be able to see the mountains right from the event, so it's a beautiful location. It's right off I-64. And so if you're coming east, if you're coming from the Richmond area or Charlottesville, you just get on 64 and head to exit 91, Fishersville, Virginia, and the expo is right off there. There'll be signs, easy to fix, easy to find. And if you're coming south or north, 81 to 64, right there.
Perfect. And this is at the Augusta Expo. Parking will be easy to find?
Parking is right there. Plenty of parking. Not only do they have a huge lot, but they also have a field that we can park. Shuttles will be running. So as the parking lots fill up, we'll have shuttles running to help people so that they don't have to walk. We have if there's wheelchair needs, we can help accommodate that, but it is on a grassy area. But we can help accommodate and can. It's pretty flat, so it's we're trying to do everything we can. But we have shuttles running, easy parking, and it's right off 64.
You said this will be outdoor on the soccer field, and I assume it's rain or shine. It's going either way.
It's rain or shine. And one of the nice things about moving it to the expo, that let's say that it does, unfortunately, if it was pouring down rain, the expo has a huge indoor facility. So we can move everything but the food trucks indoor. But we can move the food trucks right up in front of the entrance. We'll have a big tent set up, but we can move all the vendors, the music, there's a stage in there, the beer garden, the vineyards, everything can be moved inside. And there's a building right beside it that's attached to it that where all the children's activities can be, pretty much all the children's activities can be moved inside. So rain or shine, we'll have a good event.
Perfect. And so all the tickets are already on sale. It's $40 for the VIP, $25 for just the beer tasting, $10 general admission.
Mm-hmm.
And is a discount if they buy now as opposed to waiting and getting it at the gate. That's correct?
Yes. It's $40 for VIPs if you buy online. It's $45 at the door. And it's $25 beer tasting whether you buy online or at the door. And it's $10 now for general admission or $15 at the door. And tickets are on sale at vafoodtruckbattle.com. And you go on there and you can click and it takes you right to the Eventbrite site.
And you guys also have a Facebook page that our listeners can follow you on. Your website, you just mentioned the vafoodtruckbattle.com. And you're also to be found on Instagram at least, right?
Yes, yes. We are one of our sponsors, Siren Song social media group. They are just phenomenal. So they've got everything covered, more than I even know about.
That's great. And as I understand it from off of your website, you guys actually have a local deal with hotels for anybody who wants to come and stay the night as opposed to having to drive several hours back home. Is that correct?
Yes. And one is we partnered up with the brand new boutique hotel here in Stanton, Virginia called the Blackburn Inn. Beautiful, located in a historic building that actually used to be our Western State and a prison at one time. And they have just opened up in early May, and it is beautiful, and we're partnering with them. So they have a good package going on, and their package includes VIPs, or they have a special discount if you've already purchased your tickets. Also, we partnered with the Sleep Inn and Best Western, and which is right there at the exit to get on 64 and very close. And all you have to do is just mention Food Truck Battle, Virginia Food Truck Battle, and you get your discount.
That's perfect. So there's a lot of options for everybody who wants to go. You don't have to necessarily drive home. What else about the festival have we not covered that you really want to make sure that all of the I Love Virginia Beer listeners and podcast viewers need to know? Okay,
well, I'll tell you a little bit. There are 6 breweries. I can tell you we have Ale Works out of Williamsburg and Basic City out of Waynesboro. Seven Arrows, our winner from last year, out of Waynesboro. Ballast Point is coming in. And Deschutes, who's getting ready to build a new brewery in Roanoke, is coming up. And Stone Brewing is coming in, and they're from Richmond. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be attending. Our 2 vineyards are Oxeye Vineyard, that is a local vineyard, and Rockbridge Vineyard out of Rockbridge County, one of our oldest vineyards here in Virginia. And they come and participate. The other thing I was going to mention is we do have a little picture contest going on. So this poster's been sent out to all our food trucks and our breweries. They should be getting them, if not today, tomorrow. But if you see this poster, if anybody's out there, your listeners see this poster, take a picture and you'll be entered to win a night stay at the Blackburn Inn and 2 VIP tickets. Siren Song Promotion Group is putting this on. So that's just something fun going on. It ends July 31st. So for the whole month of July, that contest will be going on. And
how do they so they take the picture with the sign and then they post it up on like
hashtag they hashtag the SSMG I want to win.
Okay.
Siren Song Marketing Group I want to win. So it's all on the poster. And once they hashtag, and I think we've already see, today is the 2nd, and I think we're up to 15 entries. So it moves fast. Oh, but that's going on, and it really is 18 food trucks, 5 different food trucks offering this. I call them the sweet trucks: the ice cream, kettle corn, cotton candy, lemonade, slushies. So for the kids, a lot of kids activities, and even cornhole games scattered around if you want to play. The 5 bands I mentioned, the 6 breweries, 2 vineyards, and just a good time for a great cause in a beautiful setting.
Perfect. And I forgot to ask, since it's outdoors, is it pet friendly? People want to bring their dogs?
Actually, we're that just with all the children and some different things going on, and so no coolers, no pets, no tents. We're providing pop-up tents around for shade and a larger tent for shade. So we'll have that, for those that would like some shade that day. And then if they want to sit in the open field, they can in front of the band. But that's it. But just come on out, have a good time, and spend the day. And I'm telling you, it is fun for every age.
Good. Come thirsty and come hungry.
Exactly. Definitely come hungry.
Well, you guys all heard it here. Go check out the vafoodtruckbattle.com. Find them on Facebook. Find them on Instagram. It is the Virginia Food Truck Battle. It's in the Augusta Expo in Fishersville, Virginia. It's Sunday, September 2nd. The gates for regular entry open at 12:30. For the VIP entry, which is the only entry you want, will be at 11:30, so you can get all the food and vote on everything. Check us out at ilovevirginiabeer.com. You'll be able to follow all of the events for the festival there and look for posts. We will be at the festival selling our gear, so you can buy hats and shirts and all the good stuff. We will look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, Kim, for joining us today.
All right. Remember this, I don't know if you can see my shirt, but it says peace, love, and food trucks.
I love it. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Look forward to